Good morning. It's 6 o'clock. We're with you all the way through until 9 with Ben and Susanna here from 6:30. First, our top story. Britain has won another gold medal and 2 silvers overnight at the Tokyo Olympics. In the swimming, 21-year-old Tom Dean won a stunning victory in the men's 200 metres freestyle at his first games, just ahead of his teammate Duncan Scott. And meanwhile, Georgia Taylor-Brown made a remarkable comeback to win a silver medal in the women's triathlon after a puncture during the cycling section. Pip Thompson has all the very latest. Well, let's go live to Tokyo now for the latest. Phoebe Amoroso is there for us. Good morning to you, Phoebe. So we're celebrating more medal wins for Team GB. But over there in Tokyo, there haven't just been concerns about coronavirus levels, have there? There's now fears about extreme weather. With this has been warned, the NHS is a stretch now, as it was of the height of the pandemic in January, as the number of COVID admissions continues to rise. Meanwhile, an exclusive survey for this programme has found that 1 in 3 people using the NHS Track and Trace app have been pinged, but many have ignored the message to self-isolate. It comes as more critical workers, including bin collectors and prison staff, have been told they can take daily tests rather than having to isolate if they come into contact with someone with COVID. Here's Michelle Morrison. Burglars and thieves will be fitted with GPS tags on their release from prison under a crackdown on crime being announced by the Prime Minister today. Their movements will be monitored in half the police force areas in England and Wales in a bid to tackle reoffending rates. Boris Johnson's beating crime plan will also include enhanced stop and search powers, and some offenders on probation will be made to clean the streets or pick litter. Nithya Rajan is at West. Labour coming out in criticism of this, though. They're saying it's all talk and no action, and what's really needed is an increase in police numbers. And I'll be talking more to Dao Babu, the former Metropolitan Police Chief Superintendent, about what he makes of those plans. That's coming up shortly. Now, theatres and concert venues in Northern Ireland will be able to reopen tonight from 6 o'clock as part of the latest easing of COVID restrictions. Other changes include an increase in the number of people who can meet indoors. Nick Dixon, life after lockdown, but it does come as cases there are on the rise, doesn't it? Now, 12 minutes past 6, let's find out what's happening with the weather. Much. Good morning, Britain's here all the way through till 9. Ben and Susanna will be here from 6:30. But first, which superhero was spotted filming on the streets of Glasgow? Richard Arnold will have all that for you with the latest entertainment news at 6:25. And speaking of superheroes, all that's to come. First, let's get the news, travel and weather where you are. See you shortly. Hello again. Let's take a look at the front pages of the newspapers. Let's talk more about that now, because a large-scale law and order crackdown is being unveiled by the Prime Minister as part of the government's beating crime plan, as Boris Johnson prepares to leave Chequers following 10 days in isolation. Under the new plans being announced today. Now, Richard's here with today's entertainment news. Good morning.
Brilliant.
Uncanny how I can do that, isn't it, Richard?
It speaks.
Come near me with a naked flame. Richard, thank you very much for that. Well, Ben and Susanna will be here in just a moment. In the meantime, let's find out what's happening with the weather. Laura has all the details.